The following program contains graphic descriptions of violence and may include disturbing content. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome to another gripping episode of Evil Exposed Killers. I'm Charles, your guide into the hidden and horrifying truths of our world. Tonight, we delve into the disturbing case of Todd Kohlhepp, a seemingly ordinary man whose facade hid a dark and twisted reality. Known as the real estate serial killer, Kohlhepp's story is one of manipulation, control, and cold-blooded murder. Join me as we uncover the unsettling details of his life and crimes. Todd Kohlhepp was born on March 7, 1971 in Florida. His early life was marked by instability and emotional turmoil. Raised primarily by his mother after his parents' divorce, Kohlhepp exhibited troubling behaviors from a young age. He was described as aggressive, difficult, and prone to outbursts of anger. These early signs of instability were often dismissed as typical childhood issues, but they foreshadowed a much darker path. Kohlhepp's behavioral problems escalated as he grew older. He displayed a disturbing lack of empathy and an intense fascination with weapons and violence. His mother struggled to manage his erratic behavior, and he was eventually sent to live with his father in Arizona. However, this change did little to curb his violent tendencies. At the age of 15, Kohlhepp kidnapped a 14-year-old girl, assaulted her, and threatened her life. He was subsequently arrested and sentenced to 15 years in prison for kidnapping and assault. During his time in prison, Kohlhepp exhibited manipulative behavior and a lack of remorse for his actions. Despite these red flags, he was released in 2001 after serving 14 years. Upon his release, Kohlhepp moved to South Carolina, where he began to build a new life. He obtained a real estate license by falsifying his criminal record and presenting himself as a reformed individual. His charming demeanor and apparent success masked his true nature, allowing him to establish a seemingly respectable career as a real estate agent. Kohlhepp's new life in South Carolina seemed to be a fresh start. He became a successful real estate agent, earning a reputation for his professionalism and knowledge of the market. However, beneath this veneer of normalcy, Kohlhepp harbored dark fantasies and a desire for control. His new profession provided him with the perfect cover to prey on unsuspecting victims. In 2003, Kohlhepp committed his first known murders. He walked into Superbike Motorsports, a motorcycle shop in Chesnee, South Carolina, and shot and killed 4 employees: Scott Ponder, Brian Lucas, Chris Sherbert, and Beverly Guy. The murders were brutal and methodical, carried out with cold precision. Despite an extensive investigation, the case went cold, and Kohlhepp remained free to continue his deadly activities. Kohlhepp's crimes went undetected for several years. His real estate career flourished, and he acquired multiple properties, including a large tract of land in rural Woodruff, South Carolina. It was here, on this isolated property, that Kohlhepp's hidden darkness would come to light. In 2016, a missing persons case involving Kayla Brown and her boyfriend, Charles Carver, led investigators to Kohlhepp's property. Kayla Brown had been missing for 2 months when police traced her cell phone signals to Kohlhepp's land. What they discovered would shock the nation. As investigators searched the property, they heard banging noises coming from a metal storage container. Inside, they found Kayla Brown chained and confined. She had been held captive for over 2 months, enduring unspeakable horrors at the hands of Kohlhepp. Her boyfriend, Charles Carver, was not as fortunate. His body was found buried on the property, a victim of Kohlhepp's brutality. Kayla Brown's rescue marked the beginning of the end for Todd Kohlhepp. Under questioning, he confessed to multiple murders, including the Superbike Motorsports killings. His property yielded more grim discoveries, with the bodies of Johnny Coxey and Megan McCraw Coxey also found buried on the land. Kayla Brown provided crucial information that helped investigators understand the scale of Kohlhepp's crimes. She recounted how she and her boyfriend, Charles Carver, had been lured to the property under the pretense of a job offer. Once there, they were overpowered. Brown was taken prisoner while Carver was murdered. Kohlhepp's confessions painted a chilling picture of a man who had led a double life for years. By day, he was a successful real estate agent, charming and professional. By night, he was a predator, using his knowledge and resources to carry out his gruesome activities. The contrast between his public persona and his hidden life was stark and unsettling. The community of Spartanburg, South Carolina, where Kohlhepp had built his real estate empire, was shocked by the revelations. Neighbors and clients struggled to reconcile the man they thought they knew with the monster who had committed such horrific crimes. The discovery of his deeds prompted a broader discussion about the importance of vigilance and awareness, even in seemingly safe communities. As the investigation continued, more details about Kohlhepp's methods and mindset emerged. He had meticulously planned his crimes, using his charm and intelligence to manipulate his victims. His ability to blend into society while harboring such dark impulses underscored the danger he posed. Kohlhepp was charged with multiple counts of murder, kidnapping, and other crimes. The evidence against him was overwhelming, and his confessions left no doubt about his guilt. The trial was a formality, as the weight of the evidence ensured a swift verdict. On May 26, 2017, Todd Kohlhepp was sentenced to 7 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole. The verdict brought a measure of justice to the families of his victims, but the emotional scars left by his actions would endure. The case of Todd Kohlhepp serves as a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk behind a facade of normalcy. His story underscores the importance of vigilance and the need to take seriously any signs of danger, no matter how hidden they may be. The community of Spartanburg continues to heal from the trauma inflicted by Kohlhepp, with the hope that such horrors will never be repeated. The impact of Kohlhepp's crimes extended beyond the immediate victims and their families. The community of Spartanburg was left to grapple with the realization that a serial killer had been living among them, hidden behind the facade of a successful real estate agent. The case prompted a broader discussion about the importance of background checks and the need for vigilance in recognizing signs of potential danger. In the aftermath of the trial, efforts were made to address the gaps that had allowed Kohlhepp to operate undetected for so long. Law enforcement agencies reevaluated their procedures for investigating missing persons cases, particularly those involving vulnerable populations. Community organizations work to provide better support and resources for individuals struggling with addiction and homelessness, aiming to prevent them from becoming easy targets for predators like Kohlhepp. The case of Todd Kohlhepp serves as a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk behind a veneer of normalcy. His ability to blend into society while harboring such malevolent intentions underscores the importance of remaining vigilant and aware of the hidden dangers that can exist in our communities. As we close this chapter on Todd Kohlhepp, we reflect on the unsettling truths revealed. His story is a sobering reminder of how deception can mask sinister realities. The quest for justice continues beyond the courtroom as communities strive to heal and learn from these dark tales. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the disturbing life of the real estate serial killer. For more stories that delve into the depths of human behavior, be sure to like and subscribe to Evil Exposed Killers. Stay safe and always be vigilant.